Hello again. Once again I'm writing on a wet and gloomy day. We seem to be having rather a cold, wet autumn so far. Storm Alex is with us. I guess the only bright side is we don't have to water the gardens. The news this week is equally gloomy. And now President Trump is in hospital along with many from the White House. That's causing a bit of anxiety in America. So all round, not the best of weeks. Fortunately in the church calendar we've had some celebrations. Last week was Michaelmas. A lovely time to think of St Michael and all the angels, but also Michaelmas daisies, asters, geese, ordinations, all those lovely things. And this week we celebrate my favourite saint, St Francis. One of the keynotes of St Francis is joy, and finding joy in the most ordinary times and most ordinary things. So far this week I've had joy in seeing all the pet pictures from children at St Michael's School and our own church families. If it were not for this awful virus, I would have been holding a pet blessing service at each one of our churches and schools, but instead we're holding virtual pet blessings. Great fun and a great privilege, for seeing so many pets is a true blessing, and for so many people, pets are a real source of comfort and joy. St Francis, born so many years ago, saw that all creation is wonderful, and animals are so important to us humans. They provide food, they work for us, and they're wonderful companions. I've loved seeing so many pictures of fish, guinea pigs, gerbils, rabbits, dogs, cats, tortoises, and a few other things. So lovely. And pet blessings are very Franciscan. I'm part of a worldwide body of people that are very influenced by St Francis, and I'm part of a religious order, Franciscans. Our aims are to make the love of Jesus known everywhere, and to bring love, joy and peace wherever we go, simply by loving God and loving others. However, any thoughts you might have of religious orders being stuffy and boring need to go straight out the window. My first Franciscan gathering was a hoot, full of fun and laughter. We were at a restaurant in Norwich owned by people I knew, and I was expecting quite a sensible gathering. Instead I had a hilarious 2 hours of whoopee cushions, slinkies and jumping wind-up toys all over the table, and generally it was a bit like a children's tea party. I haven't laughed so much for a long time. It's important to get a balance, isn't it? St Francis lived a life devoted to the poor. He had no home, no money, and had given all his riches away. He knew how much we need to be grateful for even the smallest, simpler things in our lives. Having joy in all things was important to him. He reminded us that it's okay to have fun and be childlike, even when life is difficult. Francis was poor in belongings, but rich in knowing that he was a beloved child of God, that he could make a real difference to people's lives. He started with simple acts of loving service to the poor and sick of his day, and in doing so changed the life of the Christian church forever, as well as starting a worldwide religious order that built schools and hospitals, as well as monasteries, bringing education and healthcare to the poorest in society of the time. Sometimes we wonder how we can make a difference in the world, especially when it's so difficult. But we also make making a difference too complicated. As another of my heroes, Mother Teresa, says, we can't all change the world, but we can all change the world for one person. Delivering simple food parcels over lockdown has been a case in point. Just this morning, delivering a simple food parcel with very basic things meant the world to someone whose world has collapsed. The tears, the gratitude. It's hard to express how much it means to be cared for when life has gone pear-shaped due to a virus that no one had even heard of a year ago. St Francis came into this world to remind people of the radical love and simplicity of the life of Jesus. Francis lived a life like Jesus, no home, no money, serving the poor and vulnerable. And he found joy in that. So in this time of turmoil, let's try and find the joy wherever we can and have some simple fun. And let's all see what difference we can make in the simple acts of kindness and love to those around us, so that they too can have some joy in these dark times. Amen.